Alright, no point really doing that when I've already been sitting here for a while. I had to reset my stupid fucking router again. Oh god, so many things I need to try and fix. Whatever. That's some things started, other things, you know, it is what it is. Ugh. Got some lo-fi tunes set up there in the back. Oh, some sounds, you know, some good sounds. Get some thunderstorm sounds there in the back while I sit here and do fucking whatever, I guess. God. I'm still stuffed up too. Sinuses are a fucking bitch. Oh, anyway, we'll see if people pop up. Meanwhile, I'm gonna write. God, I'm still sniffling. I'm still sniffly because of my freaking sinuses. I hate seasonal allergies so fucking much. Oh, they're so annoying. Gotta keep that water. At least, you know, water with extra flavoring and electrolytes added in because, you know. Why have it be normal and boring? Gotta crack my neck too. Let's see. Let's see. I really feel like if it wasn't for money reasons, I probably would have wanted to stick to that internet plan I had before, because that was a lot faster for out here since that was a landline and not, signal-based like my current internet. But hey, what can I do? It's stable enough when I need it to be. And again, dude, I feel like this last month it's been more unstable solely because of the fact that my sister's been at home more often because she got fired from her job lately. And so the days when I would normally stream, aka when she's not in the house and thus not, constantly watching shows on Netflix and shit and thus hogging the goddamn bandwidth, are the days where I'd have it all to myself and thus would have no problems. I guess I'm not afforded that luxury right now. Jeez. I should set like a timer thing on the nah. I'm just using that app for the music. Ruet. Let's see. I'm absolutely betting that when my sister gets to bed, when my sister and mom get to bed, the signal's suddenly gonna get a lot more stable because, oh, hey, look, no one's watching goddamn Netflix anymore. How about that? If I could put it in my room and hook it up, I would, but that doesn't really seem to help the signal at all. That doesn't really seem to help. It just seems to be an unfortunate consequence of where I live again. Again, I do have access to a potentially better internet plan, but I can't afford it. At least, not anymore. Well, I mean, we're kind of managed, but it was a bit too strenuous. It was a bit too much to keep. Unfortunately. Granted, I could try. Some private test streams would probably be worth the attempts. At least once, I can actually play on streams around when I'm actually going to be the only one home again. Which has not been the case for the past month. It's kind of hard to stream when you got other people living in the house who use up a shitload of bandwidth because Netflix has stupid amounts of priority. I don't know why, and I hate it. I hate it when I accidentally hit a few things and that happens. Problem with how fast I type, sometimes I just freaking hit button combinations without meaning to. Shit. Never the plan when it happens, never the plan to hit multiple things and have the system make an alert. It's like, word, please stop. I'm not trying to do that. I just shifted a couple other things all at once. I don't know why. Ugh. Oh, God, I hate sinus issues. I repeat this many times. It makes me all sniffly and coughy, even though I'm not actually sick. Just the worst. It's the worst to have those symptoms and but not be sick enough to where it's a problem. Ugh. You know, one thing I'm fiddling around with because I think I'll talk about it a bit because I did make a post about it. I am actually, like, I need to record more of it. I'll probably do it, like, during the week, you know, like, before, after work, whatever, because I can usually just record decently small chunks, like, hour-long based on what I need to. I don't know, it's not like it's a long game. But, like, the old-ass Bakugan video game from, like, let me look it up. What's Bakugan Battle Brawlers video game. When did that game come out? Wikipedia. 2009. That game came out in 2009. Wait, it didn't come out in Japan? What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? It was canceled in Japan, so it only released in the States. Well, okay, no, it released in North America, Europe, Australia, but then it didn't release in Japan because it got canceled there. Huh. I swear, I only ever hear about games being... That is so strange. I've never seen that before. Huh. Okay. Most of the reviews are pretty middling. Like, yeah, no, the game... Look, it's a video where I'm going to talk about a game that's, like, mid as shit. Like, it is so painfully easy and every other thing. It's, like, it's whatever. Oh, God. It's just funny to research something, though, and to go into the fact that they rebooted Bakugan. They did it twice, actually. They rebooted this shit twice, like, once 4 years ago, where I think I arguably liked them better, the ones from 4 years ago that lasted up until, like, 2023. And then there's a new version that started last year, and I'm just, like, looking at them like, these ones kind of suck. Like, they kind of actually suck. It's so weird. Like, they got this weird thing where, like, when you get them, they're in two parts. They're in a bottom half and then the top half. And I guess the idea is you're supposed to be able to, like, customize them by swapping out the top and bottom. But I literally don't see the point. It just means that the bottom can be less. It's literally, like, it's just a hollow hunk of plastic that has, like, vaguely shiftable leg pieces and then the magnet in it. And then the top is also very little. Like, they actively feel... It's one of those weird things where it's like some toys, they feel like they reboot them just so they could actively make them cheaper than they were before. Meanwhile, you have like the old reboot where you have like the Ultra Bakugan, where they had way more complex opening and closing procedures because they were like, I guess, trying to emulate the anime more effectively. I don't know, you have like the Ultra Bakugan that were like a really cool concept. Like they open unusually because they're meant to be like fully open into the little creatures, which is like really cool. They're actually really cool. I have a couple of the Ultras that I got, and I didn't even realize it was rebooted until literally lately. So that was so weird. Now the only way to find the old stuff from like 2003 is on like Amazon and shit. Which, okay. Let me look it up. Amazon. Let's see here. Let's look up Amazon Bakugan shit. Let's look up Bakugan and see what I get. So you got like the current sets for like $25. You can get like the Genesis collection set, which I have actually seen that before. I saw that when it was in stores. I never got it because again I didn't have a reason to. It's got two things. You got like Genesis versions of like, you got like Genesis Dragonoid, Genesis some other thing, I don't know which one it is. Like a whole bunch of other things. So you got like 3 cards. You got like. And this is fair. Yeah, you got like a whole bunch of cool shit. Like the special crystal like Genesis versions have full on light up shit in them. It looks really cool, actually. You get like 2 full sets to play with. It's like Ultra Bakugan and all that other shit. It's actually pretty cool. I have to pick up the set just because. Ultimate 6. Oh, this is like for the new set. Bakugan Ultimate Pack. Special Attack Dragonoid and Nylet. Yep. There. As I just have to say goodnight to my mom because she's leaving but crack of dawn early in the morning, so she wanted to get some stuff out of the way. Because if she has to say goodbye, she's gonna cry, and she doesn't want to cry. I love her. Looking at this, yeah, no, God, I'm looking at them like it's, I don't, The new gimmick is kind of lame. Looking at it. Let's see. Bakugan Legends. Let me see that shit. I don't know why I literally stopped writing because I'm just like, okay, I gotta look at this shit. Nova Dragonoid. So they literally went back to classic gate cards at some point with the reboot series, right? Yeah, they like went back to classical gate cards. That actually looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, okay, so they went back to using old style gate cards. And what the fuck was the whole point of the Baku Core system? Like, what the fuck? Was there entirely a point to that? I guess not. Action figures. There was even a game for it on the Switch, and the funky thing is, like, the only place I can find the game now is on, like, online places like a GameStop or shit, because they don't, it's not actually, I don't think it's in print anymore. They delisted it from the Nintendo eShop, which is really fucking weird. So it's like, dude, fucking, that's gonna lead it to a whole talk about game preservation, and that's not, like, we're not here to do that. We're just here to chill. Just here to chill. But, you know, I had an urge to do some quick research. God, why does research gotta be expensive, though? Why is it that when I look into stuff like this, it has to be pricey? Like, what the fuck? I imagine. I know its name. I know the name. No, I know the name. I know the name. Ah, god damn it! I'm trying to remember the name of a place. Shit. Oh, right. Oh, wait, no, that's the name of their airship. Wait, no. Fuck. Oh, back to my notes. Back to my notes. Oh no, I'm forgetting names. Why am I so bad with names? Ooh. Where did I put the name? Ah, Somerset. Ugh. Hate the coughs. Hate just the coughs. Okay, let's see. Let me check something real quick. Speaking of checking something, because this is just how freaking my brain works. It's like I can write a little bit and do something else for a hot minute. Or else I'm gonna drive myself nuts. I don't know why I'm like this. I cannot explain it. Let's see. Nope. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, they got that. Ooh, they got those ones back in stock. Hell yeah. And at a discount. Oh, shit. Like, I had to see it. It's like, oh yeah, no, they got them in stock. And I do want this one. And Buster. Definitely looking my style. Alright, alright. Another check done. Come on. God, I'm gonna have to take some sinus shit before I go to bed. Because if not, I'm gonna be all stuffed up. Again, it's probably gonna be that way for a while yet. Because, oh boy, weather's changing again. And like, pollen shit. Writing. My usual stuff that I do when it's nighttime, you know? So that's why I just type quickly. It's like, you do this for as long as I have, and you just get used to typing very, very quickly, and it sounds very intense when you do. I wanted to chill. I would have gamed earlier, but I was doing housework. So, mainly I had to put together a shelf. So that took a while. Plus I had to go and get a hammer because I did not actually have a hammer. Like an absolute idiot. Let's see. So, usual writing. I'm trying to at least work on the 3rd chapter of the 2nd part of my main novel, because, you know, trying to make sure I can keep up on my weekly updates for that shit. I want to see if I can start writing. I have to do up 2 updates a week, because if I can improve that pace, that'll probably help. You know what, let me go to stream elements real quick. Let me make the text size bigger on chat. I did not realize the text was still as small as it is. Let me go make that a little bit larger. So that way it's not like looking tiny on the screen and barely legible. Like it's there, it's legible, but it's still small. It's so small. Oh, so painfully small. Okay. Hey, come on, stream elements, don't be funky. Dashboard. Ooh, the dashboard. Relays. I had to reset this one because it's like freaking I was setting this one up for chatting again and I forgot. Oh right, I need to make the chat and text bigger. I should have tested that out before I got the streaming. But whatever. It's chill. I can fix it as I go. Okay. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, menus opened up weirdly. Okay. Text settings, size. Eh, 25 is good. Text size 25 is good. yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, pollen allergies are indeed a pain in the ass for me. But, yeah, no. Well, okay, so the context is my mom has been visiting me and my sister for the weekend, and she did the mom thing of deciding that we need to get our place straightened up and sorted. So I was lacking a shelf for the past, like, 6 months. I'd been meaning to. But let's just say other reasons meant I kept pushing it off for one reason or another. Mostly on the lines like, oh, I didn't have the money at the time, or I had to do this, I had to do that. So I just left like 2 boxes full of shit, just where they were for the past 6 months. But now, because mom came through, got me a whole 5-stack bookshelf, I finally got that done, and it also freed up like 3 frickin' feet of extra floor space I just had taken up by a bunch of other stuff. So, hey, I got more walkable space. But also, yes, allergies. Frickin' pollen allergies are just, it's a weird thing in my family. We are very resilient 9 times out of 10. And then pollen kicks in, and suddenly we are in the worst straits. Like, it's not enough to pit me down, but it is enough to make it a pain in the ass for a lot of shit. But there's a cool thing. I can't show it because I don't use a face cam. However, let me literally knock on wood. I went to a Renaissance fair for the first time yesterday, actually, which is why I didn't stream. Said it in a community post. But I am now the proud owner of a fucking wooden sword, and I am way more ecstatic about this thing than I should be. But it is great. I posted a picture of it in community notes, and it's like, yeah. It's really fun, though. It's like super high. It's like super nice wood, actually. It's really cool. Like, the shop I bought it from at the Renaissance Fair had a whole bunch of different ones. And all are really cool, but god, stuff at the Renaissance Fair, it's really nice, but it's really expensive. Like, you could easily spend a good couple grand just buying shit to put together with a costume there. It is a lot. That was the sound of the sword scraping against one of the feet of my desk. Yeah, this is cool. And like when I bought it, they gave me like a whole traditional belt with a sword loop for it and everything. Really, really fun. I also got a tunic. So, you know, guys have it easy when it comes to Renaissance fairs. We just need a shirt, pants, and maybe a prop. Our costumes do not need to be nearly as elaborate as women's. Oh, yeah, no, get like a wall mount. Like, yeah, that's just my wooden sword. I've always been interested in the idea of getting like a decorative, like, longsword or some shit like that. Like, something to just hang on a wall. Really cool, really nice. You know, also useful in case I need to whack someone over the head with it. It's dirty enough, I could probably do it. It's cool though. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to fish it out of the freaking pockets of my pants as before I toss my shit in the wash tomorrow, but I did actually keep the card from the place. So I could look up their website, actually, so that would be cool to, like, maybe order another one. If I had the money for it, you know, just, like, order one of the other ones I saw that they had, that would be really cool. They had these cool wooden katana, actually. Well, bokken, if we're being technical. They're not traditional bokken. Where they had, like, exotic wood inlays on the handles, which are part of what made them more expensive, but they were really cool, and I really wanted one. Oh yeah, no. One of the things I saw at the fair, there was a lot of people who do, like, they have a lot of different shops that sell different leatherworking there. I found one that was really cool. Like, they would make, like, leather armor pieces. Like, you get van braces, shoulder armor, some chest stuff, belts, all the good shit. And it's like, god, it's so cool, but it's so fucking expensive. Admissions to these fairs are easy. The admission is, like, maybe 35 bucks per person. But if you're in there, god, you can spend so much money. Like, if I was making proper YouTuber money, I fucking would. I fucking would have. I would have spent easily maybe $1 grand on just putting together a costume. But I currently do not make YouTuber money because, you know, I don't have the audience to make YouTube money. Pain. It is what it is. I do this for fun. My motto with this has always been, if I get there, I get there, and if I don't, I don't. It's, whatever. If I get there after years of trying, I get there after years of trying. If I don't, whatever, I got other stuff to fall back on. Let's see. Why am I so bad at remembering character names when I come up with shit? Alright, see you Seiker there. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Button, what did you fucking... Okay, you just posted the whole last page from Webpunk. Well, that was it. Oh, okay. Well, let me get this thing on the thing I'm using for this stuff. Leveled up. Okay, what do I gotta set up to get this next one in? Painting sun coming from the forest as the sun sets. There we go. Yeah, that just means extra sound too, so hey! More relaxing sound. Rain, the thunder, and the chirping of the woods. Ah! More stuff to be relaxed too. God, I really need to fix the fucking signal issue. I actually tried one stream to do to hook it up to an Ethernet cable, and it did not seem to help. It did not seem to help the problem, so it's not me. It's not something I think an Ethernet cable can fix. It's literally just a weird thing with the signal lately, and it probably has to do with where, the odd position of where I live. Again, I can't tell you what the problem is, and I don't know if I can fix it. I mean, I could if I just go back to a more expensive internet plan, but that doesn't really help anybody. Because money is kind of a thing to be worried about for me and my sister sometimes. Painfully so. Okay. No, I'm trying to start the stream preview. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Does not matter. How long did I make this go for? So far. I know where I'm having the scene cut off. Okay. The 700-ish words. Not bad, not bad. 700-ish words is not a bad, Okay, let me just go back to it then. Where could it be? Chapter 6. This character was mentioned, pretty sure. It would be... where's the character mentioned? Zenver, right, it was Zenver. Duh, frick. Hey there, Gadget. Yep, just doing my thing. I'm actually trying to get back onto my routine of, well, what I said I was going to do in a post of actually trying to do more late night chat streams. I'm going to try and do that as like a thing I do on the days when I work mostly. I'm doing this now because I spent most of the day doing other shit, also because my mom was visiting, and you don't want to spend the day hanging out with her too. So there's that. Also because I was building a shelf for like 2 hours. Not because it was hard, but because I had to take a break partway through and get a hold of a hammer, because I did not have a hammer when I was putting the backboard on. So there was just a good chunk of that. Also, then I had to unpack a bunch of stuff that I had to put on the shelf in the first place and organize other shit, so it is what it is. Whatever, it's all good. My room is organized. I got like 3 extra feet of space open up now that corner is taken up by less space than 3 fucking boxes. So, relative problems have been solved, and now I'm just writing. Also, sorry if I sound nasally as shit, I am plugged up because of sinus issues due to pollen allergies. Well, I tried to put the nails in with the handle of a screwdriver. That didn't work out so well. Also, a pair of pliers. But, there's nails you can screw in, but then there's nails you gotta hammer. It all depends. Ugh. Did lead me to find out that the hand gel my sister bought has multiple settings that are much better use for what they got to. So that's a thing. So, Okay. Check on the thing. It'll pop up when it's ready. So, while I wait... Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, if you got a hold of something and you gotta do it, then I guess a cooking paddle can serve as a good substitute. So, yeah, if it's got the weight behind it, then it can definitely work. So that's the main point of it, is you gotta want something with weight at the front of it that can be used to slam it in. That is the main goal there. See. Yeah, no, that's always the worst. People losing stuff the one time you let them borrow it, and then it's just like, well, now I guess I gotta find another solution. I mean, granted, a good cheap hammer is not too bad. Luckily, my dad had a spare old hammer that he just let me keep, because, my dad's a tool guy who has, like, years worth of shit in his garage. So he was like, yeah, you know what, you can just keep this one. I was like, hey, can I borrow a hammer? Because I need to. He was like, I got one you can just keep. So, that was helpful. But as a good guy, if it's like tools, he probably has enough extra that he can just let me keep 1 or 2 of them for when we need it. Ugh, okay. wait, okay, let me make sure the description's in line, because I know... Gotta remember my stuff. Gotta remember my own stuff, because, okay, let's look through, because I remember where I introduced this character technically. It's always good to usually get it. Like, me and my sister have talked about just buying like a basic tool set so that way we can keep it in like one of our cabinets, just so that way we have it for when we need it. Because it's usually good to have those just in case you need to fix something up on your own. As you know, sometimes you can't rely on your fucking landlords to do it, so you may as well DIY. Oh. Yep. Okay, hold up. I actually streamed through the entire, like, Kingdom Hearts series up to date sans certain side games, as part of, like, my game streams. I started doing that shit, I think, last year, and slowly went through 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, and some other stuff. Reach, and basically because I have, like, the whole, freaking PS4 collection shit, I played through every game that was on those, aside from the ones where, like, they just turned it into, like, a movie and shit. So I actually played through all that as part of streams. And unironically, Sora is actually one of my favorite characters in Kingdom Hearts. I know he gets a lot of shit, but I actually really like his character. Especially by the time we get to 3 and they actually, you know, fix some of the ways they treated him in some of the side games. Sora gets treated very unfairly in the side games, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Dream Drop Distance especially, for some reason, made him a lot dumber than he actually is, and I'm glad that 3 returned him to being kind of a snarky shithead. Like, he's not a bad kid, but he is a bit of a snarky shit sometimes, and I appreciate when Sora is a bit, you know, on his own shit. He's a good kid, but, you know, Sora that sasses villains is best Sora, in my opinion. Now, like, Riku's also up there. I actually like Riku mostly because he has an actual fucking character arc, which is rare in Kingdom Hearts. Most characters just don't kind of go from one point to another, or they just kind of stay static. See, Kingdom Hearts has a thin playable character thing where, because of its nature as an action RPG, it only ever really lets you have one playable character. Though 3 was nice in that, especially Remind was a lot more there for having other characters be playable, though I guess because of the way they had to build the game, they could only have a handful. So, obviously, the base game, you could play as Riku and Aqua for a couple sections. And then Remind was great because it let you actually play as those other characters more often. And then they had the part where you could play as Roxas, which was really fun. And any difficulty that is not critical mode. Critical mode, Kingdom Hearts 3 kicks your fucking ass. Like, I'm absolutely not gonna lie. Like, the power differential in because I played both Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode actually for streams, mostly because I played through both of those games prior, so I wanted to play through them with a bit more of a challenge. So I just said fuck it and went straight to critical mode, and so I did beat both of them. I did critical on Kingdom Hearts 3 though because I wanted Oblivion because I didn't have it. But Kingdom Hearts 2 critical, I feel, is the kind of hard mode challenge where it's challenging, but it's relatively fair, because the power curve of Kingdom Hearts 2 critical mode kind of evens out very early on. Like, critical Sora in KH2 is very strong. You get access to a massive pool of AP from the very start of the game, meaning you can apply every skill that Sora gets as soon as you get it with points to spare. Kingdom Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical, on the other hand, is a lot more challenging because the game does not immediately let you get a hold of the tools to actually even out the fights very quickly. And in the case of, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 Critical, where the power differential is more kind of balanced, like, I don't think there was a single fight in 2 where I felt like I was spending time frustratedly pounding a wall until the wall collapsed, versus some Kingdom Hearts 3 fights with critical mode where it felt like I was making attempts repeatedly, not because I couldn't do the fight well, but because the difference in power just meant that I was getting my shit slapped because I messed up once or twice, which I get it. It's critical mode. The point of critical mode is to try and beat into you to make as few mistakes as possible. I get that. But Kingdom Hearts 2, it felt like I could actually at least take a few hits and, like, still correct myself over the course of a fight, compared to Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical, where it's like, if you mess up, you're just fucking dead. Even on, like, some of the easier bosses in that game. Like, they will mercilessly 3-shot you at best and 1-shot you at worst. Especially because of the fact that because of the path that I picked, I did not have once more and combo saver for the majority of the fucking playthrough. So, like, if I got caught in a combo, I was just fucking dead. So, that's part of it. A part of it was my choices and path and those ability unlocks that screwed my ass over. So that was just kind of on me. If I picked like Defender, which gets those skills way sooner, I probably would have had an easier time because I would have been able to actually, like, be able to recover from a mistake rather than my mistake just instantly meaning, oh, I'm dead, I gotta redo the fight. Which is part of that problem. But it is what it is. Game knowledge is an important thing if you're going to play critical mode. And I, unfortunately, did not quite know how the ability unlocks worked, so that was just a funky time. But Birth by Sleep was a fun playthrough, though, because of, like, again, the 3 characters, and mercifully their routes are not that long, like, collectively. Oh yeah, no, the dark side gets harder every time it appears. Like, it goes from painfully easy in Kingdom Hearts 1, slightly less easy in 2, and even then, you don't even really fight a dark side in 2. I think you just fight the Jester nobody, I forget his name. And then in 3, like, the dark side for the tutorial, like, it's not a hard fight, but it has you do a lot more. And hilariously enough, in critical mode, it can, in fact, 2-shot you. I learned that one the hard way, which was really funny. I feel like if I ever played Kingdom Hearts on critical mode, I'd be bored as shit because I'd be having too easy. Like, it's weird because I normally tend to play games on, like, their medium to medium difficulty. It depends on the game entirely. Like, if it's like an RPG, for example, I'll usually play RPGs on, like, medium to easy because I don't want to spend an hour on a single boss fight because the game has skewed the numbers to make it not in my favor at all. But, like, if it's like an action game, I'll usually want to play it on a harder difficulty because I want to, like, actually engage with the mechanics. And I feel like I said this, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is, I think, for example, if you play critical mode, Kingdom Hearts 2 critical mode will actively make you better at the game. Because, like, you will actually have to engage with mechanics, and you will have to learn fights more effectively, because now you actually have to make sure you don't make that many mistakes, especially in an early game, when you don't have abilities like Leaf Bracer or Once More that can, bail you out of getting caught in a combo, or just make sure that, like, you can actually heal off damage without having to get knocked out of your heal, and thus wasting your MP bar. But it's fun because of that, I feel. It's weird to say that Kingdom Hearts 2 Critical doesn't feel that hard, not because it's easy, but because it gives you the tools and it gives you the power to actually deal with it, which is a weird thing to say. And I can't think of a lot of games where their hardest difficulty actually does that, where it makes you really strong to compensate for the fact that the enemies are also so much fucking stronger. Like, if I look back over my Kingdom Hearts 2 VODs, I don't think there's really any fight where I died more than a handful of times, and I think I beat most of them in one go. Oh yeah, no, it is very rare for a... Well, Kingdom Hearts has an interesting distinction that they've almost always done cutscenes in engine, which is a really rare thing. Like, games back when Kingdom Hearts first came out on the PlayStation 2, like 1 and 2, very rarely ever did, like, in-engine cutscenes like it did. Like, almost every cutscene was in-engine, which is why you had it where they had the weird thing where, like, character models would, say, from a distance, have a more static sprite face, because the camera wasn't close enough to justify having more complex facial expressions. So, in order to keep those in-engine cutscenes, they have, like, 2 different models for every character. You have, like, one model where, like, the face was a more static sprite that only had a few set expressions. It's probably the signal. My signal is being weird tonight. I've been trying to fix the problem. I don't know what it is. But basically, the thing is like the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 would have it where, like, oh, characters have... I don't know what engine the games were made in, that's the thing. I would have to look it up. But basically, the way those games were, they would have, like, 2 separate... Like I said, they would have 2 separate models, one with a lower detail face sprite, and one with a higher detail full model face for full expressions, everything based on what the camera would be at. Which is often would make some really hilarious cutscene jank. But it was the reason why your Keyblade was able to be reflected in cutscenes is because they were in engine, which again was a very rare thing for games to do at the time. So as it is, cutscenes would be rendered in the same environments that gameplay would be held in. So not a lot of games did that in, like, the early and mid 2000s. Which I think makes the games even more impressive and shows the dedication that was put into them. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3 had a much easier time with it because Kingdom Hearts 3 was made in Unreal Engine, and Unreal Engine is really fucking good. So it made it a lot easier. Character models could be more detailed while also having an easier time switching between, like, close-ups for expressions and at a distance, meaning you didn't have to have awkward, static cutscene face. Where, like, there's a almost unblinking expression where their mouth just goes, op, op, op. Up. So everything could be more detailed and more in line to what it needed to be. And I'm really interested. I pray to God we get more news on 4 soon, because we haven't had news on it in fucking ages. And I'm so mad. It's like, come on, we deserve some new information on 4. Well, that's usually because the music video when they start up the game is always going to be rendered differently. That's usually its own thing. It's never, like, in the same engine. Like, that's full-on FMV, full motion video shit, where, like, it's not in the game engine. It's probably in some production engine for, like, that exclusively that kind of 3D CG stuff. But it is fun, though, because I'm interested to see what they'll do with 4, because of the fact that 4 is looking to take Sora to realistic world where he gets to become full Final Fantasy protagonist boy for once. Because that is what 4 has done. 4 has just completed Sora's ascension into a Final Fantasy protagonist in all but name. Where I was writing-wise. Checking on this thing. Yeah, well, Kingdom Hearts has an interesting cycle of development where they will hint at the next game and then immediately fuck off to do like 3 side projects. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, let's keep in mind, Kingdom Hearts 3 took 10 years to come out. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, keep in mind, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2005, right? Kingdom Hearts 3 came out 2019. It took 14 years for them to fucking release Kingdom Hearts 3. And let's keep in mind, Kingdom Hearts release order. Keep in mind, between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, between 2005 and 2019, there was, to go in order, 358 2 Days, Coded, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, Key back cover, a fragmentary passage. There were, unironically, you had the, I'm not counting the final mix versions, which often came out a couple years later. Those don't matter much. KH Final Mix only came out the same year, actually. Interesting. So, yeah, we had two Final Mix came out 2 years later. Then we had 358 over 2 days, and there was Coded on a bunch of Japanese phones, which they eventually compiled into Recoded in 2010. And then Birth by Sleep in 2000, Birth by Sleep, BBS Final Mix 2011, Dream Drop Distance in 2012, Dream Drop Distance HD 5 years later, Kingdom Hearts Key, which ran from 2013 to 2016, the original version, and then that turned into Union Cross, which ran from 2015 to 2021, and then Back Cover, which was that movie, and then Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage, which was basically the gameplay demo for how in the Unreal Engine 2 years before Kingdom Hearts 3 released. This series' release schedule is appalling. And then, in the 5 years since, we got Remind a year after. Then we got Dark Road, which ran from 2020 to 2022. And then we got Melody of Memory in 2020. And then we got Missing Link, which is which is supposed to be coming out this year, I guess. And we still don't know when 4 is supposed to come out, and I pray to God that they don't pull another shit and make us wait 14 years again. Because I will not be having Kingdom Hearts 4 come out when I'm in my fucking 40s, okay? I will not allow that. I will not allow that. I will hate the universe if it pulls that shit with me. I will hate it for all of eternity if I have to live with that idea. Ah, Jesus. Well, the weird thing about Fragmentary Passage is, like, I don't know if they needed to explain why Mickey... Okay, let's put it this way. I'm gonna be reductive as hell, because this is coming from someone who does like Fragmentary Passage as a sort of bridge into Kingdom Hearts 3. It is really funny that Fragmentary Passage is basically, here's why Mickey was shirtless at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. It is really funny to me that, yes, we do get a good, nice little thing about what Aqua has been up to in the Realm of Darkness, even though it does kind of retcon the secret scene that was at the end of Birth by Sleep, let's be totally fucking honest here. It is funny that Fragmentary Passage ultimately boils down to, this is why Mickey was shirtless at the end of KH1, when the original explanation was, we didn't have a full model for Mickey Mouse at the time, so we just had to have him in his classic outfit, because this is the only scene he fucking shows up in. Which, from a design perspective, is really funny. Because let's keep in mind, in the original Kingdom Hearts 1, Mickey shows up for all of, like, 15 seconds right at the end of the game. So obviously they wouldn't have put in the effort to give him a Kingdom Hearts no more buckles and zippers outfit like what he has in Kingdom Hearts 2 after he throws off the dark coat. So let's keep in mind, if you look at the model from Kingdom Hearts 1, it is very obviously classic outfit Mickey, where it's just his little red pants, his yellow shoes, and his white gloves. That is it. That is the Mickey model they used for that cutscene, because he was only going to be there for like 30 seconds total. Maybe, I forget the exact count. So, obviously Mickey has a much bigger presence in Kingdom Hearts 2, so they gave him a full model with a appropriate Kingdom Hearts outfit for that. But it's funny, because obviously in Fragmentary Passage, Mickey does have a full Kingdom Hearts appropriate outfit. They just had to come up with an excuse to have him end up shirtless to keep continuity with the cutscene from Kingdom Hearts 1. So it's really funny to me. It's just really funny that is half of what Fragmentary Passage culminates in. Just goddamn. Okay, let me at least finish this scene, so because that'll be good for tonight, and I can also use that as an extra post. And I can like use that as a post for next week, or maybe this Friday. I'll figure that shit out on my own. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think I set up on the app. Cool. Okay. So, just to finish up tonight. Is that the right? God damn it, I need to remember my own names. Okay. God damn, I'm always like this. I come up with names for shit, and then I forget about it later because it's like, it was a simple name that I needed for one goddamn scene. Okay. Crystal Park. It was called Crystal Park. Actually, you know what? I think that's good. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, no, that should be good. That is good. That is perfect, actually. That is a perfect size. Let's cut that. Boom. There we go. Also, it's like 4 minutes to midnight, so this is actually a good time to cut off. This is a good time to cut off, because I'm going to need to get to go to bed. I don't have work tomorrow, but I do try to get to bed around midnight. I try not to stay up too late, because, you know, stuff. So, oh, geez. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will say, I am planning to finish No More Heroes. So, I would probably go and do Yakuza Like a Dragon. However, I'm close to finishing the game, and I would have done that today had I not been doing other stuff. So, tomorrow is finishing No More Heroes, and then I'll probably do more chatting stuff like this at night after work and stuff to, you know, motivate myself to both kind of get some extra streams in during the week, and also, you know, because I guess this helps motivate me to write. I don't know, I can distract myself and, hey, chat with people too. Yeah, so, till tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to stream earlier and probably figure out my weird internet signal issue thing. Yeah, I'll figure that one out.